Well, hello, everybody. This is our kind of third introductory video to the course, and this one's about how do you navigate around Canvas. Everybody's Canvas courses throughout Freeman School and across campus are going to have unique twists. Ours too has a unique twist, and so this is kind of how do you go about navigating the course and working through Canvas, because as we said before, that's the dominant way we deliver information. And so with that, I'm joined again by my colleague and friend, Professor Valentine.
Hey,
Hey, and tell us again about Chicago.
the greatest city ever incorporated in the history of municipalities.
Okay, so there you go. I trust that everybody will know that by the time we get to the final exam.
Exactly. That's a 50-point
And
question.
there you go. But with that, the thing to remember here is Canvas is your lighthouse in the storm. Okay, because no matter what's going on, you can always refer back to Canvas and tell you what's going on, what you need, what to do, and where you find the material we use in class. Because we tend not to use a textbook, and as a result, all the problems that we tend to work are already out there for you in handouts. So that's why this is even more important, I think, in our classes than maybe in some others. So always look for that point in a storm. So this is the general structure. Okay. So what we try to highlight here are the items that you'll have access to. So if you're paging through, you can always find the announcements, but this is kind of everything. So Professor Valentine's idea was to make sure we had modules by topic. And so some of those modules will move. It may take us 2 weeks. Some will take us a week. But that's where you're going to stay. And these things tie back to those 6 bricks and slab that Professor Valentine was talking about in the syllabus video. Syllabus tab itself has a different use than you might think, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Assignments, discussion boards are down here. Quizzes, you can always kind of check your grades, but Professor Valentine, the grades sheet in Canvas, Professor Valentine and I typically don't have a very good relationship with that. So you might want to talk about that a little bit.
Let me just start out by saying, and you'll hear this throughout the semester, Canvas hates me. So because Canvas hates me, I struggle with it. And so what I'm going to try to do this semester at the end of the semester is to give you your final grade on Canvas so you can actually take a look at it first, but do not, and we'll also give you a template for you to be able to compute your grade, but do not look at the Canvas grades and assume that they are the grades you're going to get in the course. Follow the syllabus and do the math separately. So because Canvas hates me.
Yeah, the weighting, as Tom Petty once said, the weighting is the hardest part. Although it's the different weighting, obviously.
Yeah.
But the syllabus and Canvas, it's hard to get the weighting correct, and so at least for us. So we'll keep you informed more, but those are the places. Those are the things that you need to be able to deal with. So that was the overall course structure on Canvas, but now let's talk about the individual modules. And we've tried to make every module look the same. So why don't you take them through the module structure there, Professor Valentine?
Okay, so the first part, we always have, the what's on the horizon, what we're going to do this semester, the overall view of my sincerest apologies.
It's all right.
The overall view of what's going to happen during this module, and then we have the module content. What's happening during the content? I mean, what you need to use for this particular module: the downloads, the recordings, the problems, any sort of the interactions that I think that are really cool. So you should go through those, and then the activities. That's what you're actually going to what you're going to do. How you're going to participate in
Let
this
me,
module.
yeah, let me talk a little bit about these downloads, because there's typically two kinds. One is the handout, which
Mhm.
gives you a review of the content and also contains the problems that will work in class. The other thing that you'll get is a spreadsheet that has the answers to those problems. And we tend to teach the class from spreadsheets, not PowerPoint slides. And
Right.
so ultimately, when you come to class, you'll want to have access to both the handout and the spreadsheet. And so we've tried to put all those in this one spot. So when you click on this tab, it'll take you down to those files. These are our attempts to try and record our lectures. This, I think, as you can see from behind Professor Valentine, is a big deal to him. Small plates. And tell him a little bit more about the small plates, Professor Valentine.
We take an accounting topic, a topic or a problem, and we kind of give you a snippet of. We kind of walk through it in a small bite, basically. And instead of a full-blown hour-long lecture, we try to keep it under about 10 minutes. Some, give or take a few minutes, and we cover this topic in a small period of time.
Yeah, we like to think that they're better than YouTube.
We do.
We know we're competing with YouTube, but nobody's going to teach our material in the way that we are going to test it any better than we do. And so
That's true.
that's ultimately why we've put these together. And my goodness, I think we probably by the end of the semester, we have somewhere in the neighborhood of 50.
Yeah.
So we try to keep them around 7 minutes, and so you can get in and get out. So
hmm
that's the goal. And but this we'd like to think is a really good resource for everybody.
We spend quite a bit of time on that, so we like you to attend to it.
And we don't sing that often, so it'll be all right. And then you were talking about these activities and assignments down here.
Yeah. So this is your what your effort has to come into play. We have the preview quiz, your discussion boards, the discussion board summary. Those are the general activities that are going to happen for every module. And of course, those are effort based. And the end of module quiz, which is that is a assessment based. That is that's going to be graded for points.
Okay. Anything? Oh, and then a couple more things. Just other ways you can navigate the course. Some people don't realize if you go out to that syllabus tab uh, down here, they have a summary of the course by due date. Okay. So if you ever have a question about what's due on a particular date, like here, these were due on Monday. I don't know how many people actually saw that, but ultimately they were due on Monday. So that's okay. We can deal with it. But nonetheless, you can find these as you progress. So don't forget that the syllabus part's important. And then the other one that I like a lot is the calendar view, because at that point, you can also see the pieces relative to a timeline. It's also a place where we go to a lot to make sure we have things in the right place. So when we pull this up today, I realized, oh, I had a leftover quiz in there that wasn't supposed to be there. I left it on here just to show you, oops, oh, there it is. And so that's the kind of mistakes that are going to get made. And so if you see things that confuse you like that, just reach out, because we're trying to give you a smooth ride, but it does become a complicated process.
Yeah,
So you got
and
a
we're
lot
so
of
close
different
to it.
ways. Yeah,
Yeah, and we're so close to it. We're not going to notice something like that. It's up to you to notice it and bring it to our attention.
yeah, help us out. Anything you can, that's class involvement. That's
Yeah.
class engagement. All right. So that's how you get around on Canvas. Uh, Again, people aren't asking any questions. So I guess we've explained it perfectly.
I'm stunned. All
All
right.
right. Well, I will see everybody in class. I know Professor Valentine, you'll actually see a bunch of them in person.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Live and in Technicolor.
there you go. All right. Well, thanks everybody. I hope these have been helpful. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye. Thanks.